Live. I think I'm doing things I would expect. Controls, I should be able to see. Well, I could go here. All right, I think we're streaming, but we'll see in a second. If it's streaming, that would be great. It looks like we're streaming, and unfortunately on this one, it is way too slow, so this doesn't work. Okay, so this one doesn't work. It's still chopping. Damn. All right, we're gonna have to do, the iPhone doesn't work. This one does. Damn, all right, we're gonna have to use the integrated camera because this iOS thing does not work. All right, we're gonna remove this as a source because this just chops like no other. We'll have to do video capture device. Integrated camera. Whoa, all right. All right, we're gonna have to go with this for a bit, I think. Move you, where, over here? Is that good? All right, I don't know if this is working, so I'm gonna have to pop out the chat. Nice, all right. All right, let's pop out this chat so I can actually see it. Pop out chat. Sweet, I think we're live. Unfortunately, I have to use my webcam, and we're gonna increase the font size here. Can you let me know if, can you hear the music and myself? How are audio levels? And I'm going to see if I can increase. Okay, sweet. Font. All right, we're gonna try this for now. Hopefully this is working. Is it working? Hello, is anybody there? I see someone in the chat. Can hear music low but great. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me know if that's too much, and then we'll kick this off. Thanks for joining. Sweet. All right, I just popped up the music a bit. Let me know if it's too loud. And other than that, I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Okay. So, okay, I didn't even, basically, I've been putting this off for way too long. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, nice. So, yeah, I've been putting this off way too long. I've got 12 3070s that I've been running for over 2 years, and they literally haven't been touched. So I started noticing when I took apart the rig, I started noticing the leakage here, basically from all the thermal pads, and that was pretty consistent on all of them. There's just like, you can see the leakage coming all the way down from these. So I've had these going for over 2 years nonstop. I've got about 12 cards here that I need to do. My idea is, the first thing, like, I want to build an efficient rig. So obviously the 3070s are the best for efficiency. I've got a whole bunch of other 3070s. So this is the EVGA one as well. And we're going to have to be doing all of these. This one doesn't look too bad, actually. But yeah, they've been going for 2 years. And the problem, again, with the 3070s is that you can't tell the memory temps. So yeah, sure, the GPU temp could be fine, but the memory temps might be blowing up and you have no idea. So in order to build a new efficient rig, I want to make sure that all of these are cleaned up, and I can put about 8. I'm going to put 8 in one rig, and then I'll be spec mining on that, just something like that. Oh, what's up, Pocket Change? What's good? So eventually, like this, I've never opened up one of these. I watched a couple of videos on opening up the Founders Editions, and they look pretty simple. Nice, shout out to Pocket Change in the house. So I got these 1.5 millimeter pads. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've only seen a couple of videos of replacing the 3070s. I'm thinking that all of them use 1.5 across the board, if that's correct, because I got a couple of these 1.5s, and like, has anyone replaced the thermal pads on the Founders? Because if they have, let me know. I'm so bad at the sizing. So yeah, let me know if 1.5 should do for the whole card, because that's what my plan is. I do have extra thermal pads, but I mean, I hate thermal pads. I hate having to replace them, but you got to do it, and so we're gonna go and do that. So let me know if anybody knows the sizes. I'm gonna just get right into this because I have a ton of cards to do, and basically, yeah, I think it's just like grinding it out. So I always have, right here is where I keep all of my screws. Typically, I try to do, well, I've done 5 GPUs at the same time, basically put them in like order and do the same thing. So basically that's the idea, Christian. I'm building as efficient of a rig as I can, which is obviously with 3070s. That's the best you can do, and then basically I'm going to spec mine something. I'll have one rig on. I don't know what I'm going to be spec mining, although I am going to be building, and I have a meeting on Monday. Yes, a meeting. So I'm looking into Filecoin, which is basically decentralized storage space. So right now when people are saving files, they're saving them to Google, Apple, I don't know what other people use, but Microsoft, Azure, they're saving all their files to these huge Amazon conglomerates, right? So the idea of Filecoin, and it's been around for a while, is it's decentralized storage, which is basically you store your stuff. It's not on the blockchain. I guess it technically gets the cryptography comes from the blockchain, but you have to create a full node with a ton of storage, and the hardware specs for Filecoins is just absolutely insane. You need a 16-core CPU minimum. Now, luckily, I had access to a 32-core. The person who's renting my stuff down in the basement, my mining room. Okay, this is my first time opening one of these, so I don't know if I got all the screws. It feels loose. Hold on. Okie dokie. Let's try not to break the first one. All right, that was simple enough. So is that 1.5? Do we know? Do we know the pad thickness on these things. Oh yeah, there's goop all over it. Yeah, you can see the goop here. So this needs a good cleaning, that's for sure. Oh man, all right. Are you listening, YouTube, as you do this? A little bit of an echo in the background. Am I listening to YouTube? Oh, possibly. Okay, hold on, let's check this. Yes, you are correct. So we're gonna close this. There we go. There we go. Nice, thanks Pocket Change. It should be fixed now. Yep, no, that's exactly it. This is my first stream, so thank you for giving me tidbits, because I don't know the volumes, I can't hear anything, and all of that other stuff. So thank you. I think that should fix it now. Let's see. Okay, so this apparently has two different sizes of these diamond types. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely my first real live stream, so a little nervous, but I think basically just do whatever I can to make this work. I better have the proper size of bits for this. This is really small. Whoa, that is tiny. Whoa, all right. Let's make sure that I've got the right size to open this. Alrighty. I might have to go get another screwdriver. Shoot. I do have one other screwdriver that has smaller bits. Holy crap, these are really small. This is a really small screw head. Wow, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run and grab a screwdriver real quick. Holy jeez. Why did they make this a different size than all the other ones? Of course. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. That was quick. All right, let's hope that this has the proper bits, because those are really small. Has anyone done the Founders Editions before? Because these are like tiny as hell. Hopefully I've got one here. Oh my gosh. All right, well, this is insane. That seems insane. All right, I am not sure what to do here. I might have to actually go buy another. I don't think I have one that's small enough for this CPU. We might have to do different GPUs today. I was planning on doing the Founders Editions, but I don't think I have anything this small. That's ridiculous. Has anyone done these before? Like, this is... Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them back together because I can't even unscrew this. I have nothing. I've got a billion screw heads here and I don't have one small enough for that. Well, that's pretty insane. Yep, all right, we're gonna have to do a different... Nope, wow. All right, we're gonna have to do a different one. We're not gonna be doing the Founders apparently. So let's put Humpty back together again, because yeah, that was not... I can't believe how small those are. All right, well, we'll do the EVGAs then. So much for that. So, wow. I need one of those iFixit kits that everyone talks about. And then I should have all the screws that are needed, but all right. Yeah, that's crazy. So Founders Editions, you need like really, really tiny screw heads. We'll do the EVGAs here today then, and the Zotacs, and the Dells. All right, so we're gonna put Humpty back together again real quick, and then we're gonna move on to another card. Sweet. All right, toss out some questions. Let me know what you're thinking. Nice. So yeah, anyway, so back to the Filecoin project. You require minimum 16 cores. So I have a 32 core CPU. You require minimum 128 gigs of RAM. So that's where the big kick in the pants is going to come into play. Like they say minimum, which means like the recommended is 256 gigs of RAM just for this one box. And they also say minimum like a 3080 or two 3070s. So that's just to do the Filecoin. Not only that, they require multiple NVMEs for cache. So, I'll give you the details of my starting on YouTube. So for anyways, the final thing for cache drives, you need a terabyte of NVMe. You need an NVMe. You can't use SSDs for anything basically except for storage on this. So this project that I'm trying to do, Filecoin, I have a meeting with somebody on the Filecoin team tomorrow, which is going to be cool. And they're basically going to tell me how to set up my server, which is awesome. So you can arrange a meeting with anybody. You just book a meeting with them, and they will tell you how to set up their Filecoin server. So they're really trying to encourage people to make these Filecoin servers, and like the fact that you can just book a meeting is pretty epic. So anyway, so I'm gonna have to probably take out, actually, you know what, we're not gonna do the GeForce. We're gonna do the Dells. All right, we're gonna do a Dell 3070 first. These ones look easy. So yeah, so it's gonna be a big project to make a Filecoin server. And I think I'm gonna have to take out some of my crypto holdings. It's too expensive for me. I can't just straight up use cash to make this Filecoin server. So like a JBOD, where you just have a whole bunch of disks, the case for that is like $300 to $400 just to get a proper hot swappable case. In fact, it's even more than $400, but I'm trying to get one for $400. And that's just the case, not to mention the RAM, which is basically $1,000. So I don't know. I think I can call it an investment if I decide to go for this, but that means I'm gonna have to take out my crypto holdings, which is a little upsetting because we're in a bear market and everything is worthless. So I'm gonna be taking out like all of my like little ones were, you know, like ADA and all those crappy little coins that I have that are now worthless. Anyways, it'll be exciting. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of videos on it, so that'll be a cool project. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be coming up here starting tomorrow. So tomorrow I have the meeting with the guy, which is awesome. And so Pocket Change asked, how did I get into YouTube? So that's a very good question. If you guys don't know, which you should scroll back to some of my old videos, I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. Actually, I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, technically. I mean, I took a hiatus for probably like 8 or 9 years. But yeah, I've got basically, I've been on here for forever, but only when the crypto started popping off a couple years ago, I decided to like rejoin. My entire premise of this channel was server builds and computer mods, because back 10 years ago, computer mods were really cool because not a lot of people did them. So you could do water cooling, hardline tubing, all of that cool stuff that like you couldn't really just buy like straight up. So I did all these custom computer builds for clients with like water loops and hardline tubing and all of that cool stuff. Painted all of my computers, and then basically for the clients I would build whatever it is they wanted, and that's how I started. So I have like 4 or 5 big projects on YouTube from 10 years ago, which is pretty epic. All right, let me just take a quick look to see if the stream is still working. All right, YouTube. It might be a little bit slow, so as we're streaming from here, I just want to make sure that it's working. Okay, so we're going to pause this. 6 people watching. Sweet, 6 guys watching. All right. I'm going to pause you. Nice. Nice, okay. Yeah, I don't need this here. Awesome, all right, so it's still working. Great, great news. DDR4 is not, I mean, when you're getting up to like, okay, so my issue, good point on the DDR4 being quote unquote cheaper. My motherboard only has 4 RAM slots. So in order for me to get 128 gigs on that server board, I have to have 32 gig sticks, or I have to get 64 gig sticks if I want to put 256. 64 gig sticks are so expensive. Like I think it was like $2,000 for. All right, come on, baby. There we go. Yeah, it was like almost $2,000 for 64 gig sticks, which is just nutty. So that is something that I can't really afford without taking out my crypto holdings, which is upsetting. But if you're gonna wanna invest into something else, then boom, just do what you believe in. So I've done a lot of research on the project, and I really like its idea. I like the idea of Web3, basically Web3 decentralized storage. So basically anything on Web3, all the storage is gonna go to basically Filecoin versus Google versus Apple versus whatever. So that's, in my opinion, not financial advice. It is a big future for sure, I think, for the Web3. But again, the server you have to build to mine it is insanely expensive. Oh yeah. Okay, so Techman says, amazing how much funk these things can get accumulated. Yeah, this is insane. So one of the things I don't have is a really good filtration system, because I valued airflow over filtration. And you can tell, well, actually it's not too dusty. To be honest, there's some dust I'll blow out here. This is just rock solid. There's literally no more thermal paste on this. It's been completely evaporated. This is a Dell 3070, which these are actually surprisingly really good. They run at about 115 watts, 115 to 120 watts, and they have a single, they have 2 fans, but they're really, really good, surprisingly. Dell made some good 3070 GPUs here, and they kept cool. So for me, I didn't actually have filtration on any of my stuff, which is, it didn't turn out to be too bad. Like, if this is all that it's gonna have after 2 years, that's not bad at all, actually. So filtration definitely lowers the, definitely lowers your airflow, but if you don't have a dusty room, then it's not coming in from anywhere. I keep my server room really clean, and yeah, that seemed to have worked because I don't have any filters on anything. Nice. Yeah, so Christian, okay, so JBODs versus what I want to do. So if you've seen my Chia build, I built it in, technically it was a JBOD, but I also, it has the computer, so it's not just an external, what do you call it, like connection? I forget what the connection is outside of a JBOD. I was able to build my entire Chia server and have all the drives in one computer, which is what I'm going to be trying to do for the Filecoin server. So I need to, if I was to get a Dell PowerEdge, that is just a JBOD. So you can't actually build a computer inside the Dell PowerEdge. You have to connect all of the disks to another server, so a head server. And I don't want to have multiple servers. I want to have basically an all-in-one 32 disk enclosure. So that would be, I have to get a certain type of server that allows me to build the computer in there and have the 32 drives hot swappable in the front. So yeah, so that's where things are getting a little bit pricey. But again, like I said, I think I'm just going to take out some of my crypto, which it sucks right now, but if it works and I'm able to actually get a return on investment for my Filecoin, then yo, poor investor in the house. Poor investor up in here. What's up, bud? I was just talking about your new project, poor investor. You're going to be going in on this this Filecoin thing with me. He doesn't know it yet. I haven't talked to him about it yet. Okay, so this is the Dell. This is the Dell 3070. I need to know the size of these pads. Unfortunately, they are bigger than 1.5s, I think. I don't know how to, I think these are 2s. Is anybody able to take a quick look up for the Dell 3070 pad size? Okay, so these are 2s. This looks like it's 2 millimeters. Oh geez, I got a ton of these pads here. Actually, this looks bigger than 2 millimeters. Yeah, that should work, I think. Yeah, if somebody could look up so I don't screw this up like I always do. These are 2 millimeters as well. Let's just take a quick look here. Okay, so we're gonna measure. There we go, this works. I don't have calipers. I'm gonna order them and hope that what we're doing here today is gonna actually work. So I think that these are 2 millimeters right here that I'm using. And yeah, I think we just rip these off. Let's just verify again. Take this goop off. And then, I mean, I literally just eyeball it. Oh, these might actually be 2.5s. Yeah, I think these are 2.5s. All right, time to take a look at the 2.5s. Yeah, if someone has the chance to take a look at what these actually are, I could look it up, but and then I'll be like missing the stream. Okay. So 2.5, let's see if if my eyeball works. Oh man, these are just fucking dead. Yeah, these are just dead. All right, these are 2.5s. I hope. Let's give it a whirl. I hate the fact that you can't tell the GPU the memory temps on the 3070s. It's extremely painful. Wow, these are like brittle. Look at that. Oh man, that's what 2 years of mining will do to your GPU. Holy crap. All right, so yeah. Anyway, so let's clean this up. I'm pretty sure this is 2.5. If I just eyeball it a little bit, it's pretty much well the same. Okay, so we're gonna do 2.5s. Let's get this junk off. Oh man, all right. Nice. All right, we still on? I think we're still on. Nice. How's the music? Anything in the background? Anything that's going on? Let me know. Tabs are only available from GDDR6 chips. Yeah, I don't think I have any 3070 that has the memory tab or the GDDR6 requirements. This is actually quite simple. So there's no, on this Dell, I think there's no backplate pads, and there's literally just a small group of chips here. And these are great cards, man. Don't let anyone ever tell you that the Dell graphics cards are crap, because these are just, they have some of the best temps. And they're very simple. Like, look, they just work. Oh man, this is great. I'll be able to actually finish these cards like today. So 3070 Ti are the only ones that, yeah, that's an issue. All right, this is nice and clean. I think we're just going to toss on a couple of 2.5s and see how that goes. Sweet. All right. The other thing is cutting these pads is also a pain in the ass. So pretty much, well, I just typically measure and eyeball, which is like not the best thing to do. But it seems to work. Most people are a lot more efficient at this than I am, but this seems to work. So, all right, there's one. Boom, perfect. See, look at that eyeball. There you go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, that's one done. All right, let's do another one. Nice. Yeah, these don't need really much, man. This is awesome. These Dells are sweet. I wish I actually had more. At the time, do you guys want to hear how much each one of these cards I paid for cost? Or should I just leave that out and just pretend like everything is fine? Actually, let me ask the chat. What is the most expensive you paid for a card? How much was the most expensive card that you had? And I bet you I will top it. I bet you I will have paid more for a card than anybody here. And a little bit of it had to do with my OCD. So I had space for one more 3080 in my rigs, and I can't believe I did this. Forget it. Somebody else tell me the most expensive card that you guys paid for in the chat, and then I'll tell you how much I paid for my card, because I look back on it now and I'm like, oh my God, what was I doing? I was just in the mode of just buying cards, just whatever the price, just get the stupid card. Yeah, it was bad. There was, do I regret paying what I paid for one of the 3080s? 1000%. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna cut a couple more of these. There we go. These. Oh, the blue stuff is annoying. Yeah, so anyways, the most I paid for a card, and this is Canadian, so it's a little bit different. Is $2,700 for a 3080 non-LHR. $2,700 for a 3080 non-LHR, and yeah, and I purchased that basically because I had OCD and I had a spot available in my rig, and I wanted it to be uniform. So $2,700 for a non-LHR 3080, when obviously the LHR meant something. 4 EVGAs, 3090, 2650. Oh God, yeah, 1900, 1600, 1600. Okay, so maybe the average of what you paid. So I think the majority of my cards, all of the 3070s, I paid, all the 3070s I paid $1,300 for, pretty much well. I have like 12 3070s, so they're around $1,300 was like the dollar cost average of the 3070s. But the 3080s, I paid like $2,000 for $2,000 for 6, paid $1,800. And like I said, I still can't believe I paid $2,700 for a non-LHR 3080. Like, fuck. That's a lot of money. You lose track of, like, when you're in that mode of just buying cards, you totally lose track of the concept of money, right? Like, we were all just in this together, where we're just fucking shelling out tons of cash. It was a crazy time. I don't know if there'll ever be another time like that, because that was just like insane. I don't see GPU mining ever being the way it was again. Not financial advice, blah blah blah. But yeah, that was just a fucking wild time. All right, so hold on, let's move this a little bit. Hey guys, look at that. Look how simple that was. That was like the easiest card I've ever done. That's it. Wow. The EVGA for the win cards are like the worst. The worst. And I'll blow this out later. Sweet, I think that's it, guys. That's all we needed to do. Man, these Dells are legit. Didn't have to do anything. Legit. That was it. Just a couple of pads and thermal paste. Have you ever replaced the EVGA for the win cards? Those things are hell. Hell. There's way too many pads on those cards. But luckily, we don't have to worry about that anymore, because EVGA is not going to be making any more graphics cards. which is absolutely insane. What is going on here? Why is this guy not catching? Oh, they're different. There's a couple of different ones. Okay, I have the wrong screws in. All right. Nah, I'm going to change the paths. I'd rather wait for them to get really bad. Put all 4 of them on water block. Water blocks? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the water block thing for, I mean, that, you want to talk about expensive? Water blocks for these things are insanely expensive. Like pads costs, I mean, pads themselves are also expensive, but water blocking them is like, would you be doing a custom loop? Because if you don't do a custom loop, then each card has its own rad, and it's like, it's just, there's too much space being used. You don't have enough space for all that. All right. I think that's good. Now on the back plate of this, no, there was nothing. There's no pads on the back. Oh man, this was awesome. Yeah. So anyway, so moving forward, what I plan to do with this rig is basically just create a 8x3070 efficient rig and spec mine something. Just feels so wrong to not have your cards running. I think this will draw, let's say 800. This will draw probably about around 1,000 watts once I'm done with all of the pads and adding 8 of these cards to one system is about 1,000 watts. So that's pretty good. There we go. All right, what else we got? Oh yeah. Yeah, the pads on the For the Winds are just like insane. I changed them probably like 4 months ago, and it does wonders for the temps, but it was like an insane job for the For the Wind cards. So many pads. So yeah, save it till the very, very end if you have to. It is the worst. This was a charm, man. I can do this all day. Literally just a couple of screws and then cut the pads. Yeah, we're good with this. I can actually do another Dell right now. And then I have some Zotacs. And I can't believe I have to get new screwdriver for the Founders Editions. That's crazy. Like, as if I don't have a screw head that small. How's the music? I kind of put on a YouTube playlist that I have. Yeah, I'm looking now. I don't need to change anything. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, this is done. All right, now I gotta specify that this is completed. That's really good. Oh man. You know what sucks is when you look at you put together the card, and then you look and you have an extra screw all the time. The For the Win 3 cards that I did, every single time I had an extra screw. And I was like, well, that's done. So I literally, every single card, I would take them out, and then when I was putting them back together, there was always one extra screw for each of them. So I was like, well, at least it's consistent. All of my For the Win cards will just have one screw missing. Hopefully it doesn't change. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. But the temps are fine on it, so I just left it. All right, we're done with this one here. Sweet, that was pretty good. And I'm gonna buy a air blower, and so I'll just blow out the fins. There we go. Done. That was simple. Oh wow, I wish they all could be like this, man. These are like absolutely just chilling. All right, so I'm gonna put like a little pad on here just so I know which ones are done. Just a sec. All right, here we go. Oh, that's one done. All right, that's not bad. Good work. Done. Sweet. Boom. Boom. There we go. Oh, you guys can't read that. It's a little bit bright. Let me... All right. Let's do another one. That Dell was just awesome. We're going to do another Dell because that was just perfect. Sweet. Let's go. Yeah, that wasn't the new GPU. Oh, Tech man. Yeah, well, watch this. Okay, how about this? If any of you guys can catch which screw I take out and then don't put back in. So yeah, that's the one screw. The one screw to rule them all. All right, we're gonna take you out, put you over here. Let's see if we can do the same thing. All right, let's see if we screw this up. Pun intended. Oh man, if all of these cards were like the Dell, then I would never be worried about replacing these pads, because my experience so far has been with 3080s, and not just for the wins, like almost all 3080 cards have been like an insane pain. Even the Zotac 3070s have been a pretty big pain. But this is like, oh man, I could do this all day. Just grab some beer, carve out some time. Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, look at how sweet fast that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then I have no idea where that other one is. Oh well, we'll see. So anyways, somebody asked me a question. Mrs. Chump Change already asked a question. Somebody else asked me a question. I told you I wasted $2,700 on a 3080 non-LHR. What are your worst nightmare stories that you regret? I have to say I 100% regret that. That was stupid. It was stupid. It was last year, probably like November. Maybe before November, but yeah, that was just like insane. That guy made out like a bandit. Just like, I can't believe I bought that. So stupid. Anyways, somebody help make me feel better about myself by telling me a terrible story that they did. What was the worst thing you've done in this crypto world that we've already kind of just went through craziness on? Yo, these are awesome. Whoa, there is some gunk on this. See, Tech Man, that's an amazing card though. Oh wait, are you American? Yes, yes. Okay, that's different. Oh, it's really bright here. Hold on, I'm gonna try and close the window because it's so bright. Just a sec. It's too bright. Too bright. All right. Okay, so if you're, so 20, let's see here, you said it was 2,500 American. So what were they going for? Like, what was the actual retail price for a 3090? But a 3090 Ti is like top of the line, right? That's like the best of the best. Yeah, so what were they going for at the time, like MSRP? Oh man, there's a lot more gunk in this one. But that's okay, that's what we're doing here. We're cleaning this nonsense out. $24.99. So you basically bought it at MSRP? That's insane. That's like insanely good. Oh man, this one's a little bit dirtier. That's okay. Now, I've watched a couple of the YouTuber streamers, and the hobbyist miner is meticulous with his cleaning of the cards. He would be really upset with how I'm cleaning this card. I mean, it's been 2 years running. It's not in terrible shape, so I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel here. Wow. Yeah, 2,400 bucks when they first launched, that's pretty epic. If you got it for MSRP, that's the dream. There was no such thing as MSRP when we were doing this. It was just like non-stop hikes. I remember driving out to the middle of like, oh my God. Give me some of your crazy stories, because I remember I used to drive all the way, like go to Montreal to pick up a card that's like 2.5 hours away, and then drive all the way back just to pick up like a card for like $1,300, which is like, would I do it now? Yeah, I mean, obviously I would do it now if we were still able to mine. But luckily I stopped buying cards in November. Yeah, I think it was November, but I bought 6 3080s for 2,000 bucks each. So 1,200 bucks, $12,000. Yeah, that sounds crazy. That sounds insane to me now. That sounds pretty insane to me now. $12,000. Shit. What have I done? Guys, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep. Whatever it was, we were doing it for an investment, right? No profit at all, of course. That's pretty good, at least. Really? You can get a 3090 for 600 bucks? There's no way. Really? That seems insane. But I guess it's relative, right? Like if that's what the going price is now, then I guess that's not insane. It just seems insane because we were spending so much money for these cards before. Yeah. So that's my biggest regret, is paying 2,700 bucks Canadian for a non-LHR 3080, and then I don't really regret buying the 6 3080s, 6 non-LHR 3080s for $12,000. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money. But at the time, that was like going price. At the time, it was okay to pay 2,000 bucks for a 3080, which I can't believe it now. It's like now they're worth, you're saying that a 3090 is worth like 800 bucks? Oh my God, man. So is anybody buying new cards? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you guys spec mining? Have you shut down completely? What's your game plan here? Like, how big are your farms? Who's got the biggest farm? Mine, including, I guess technically I call it my farm because I'm hosting six somebody's servers. So at max I was at 3.7 gigahash. But now basically there's 2 gigahash online still, and he's mining Complex, which, I mean, if he's mining anything, then that's more than what I'm mining, right? So, is this good enough? Yeah, that'll cover. That's good enough. Yeah, so the guy who's renting out my stuff is mining Complex, which is, I mean, it's worth nothing right now, but you can mine it, so that's good. Is this big enough? Yep. So yeah, give me any coin that you think is like spec mineable with 3070s. I mean, I'm willing to lose a little bit of money for sure. Oh, are these two not the same? Nope. I'm okay with losing a little bit of money each month, like a couple $100 here, to spec mine something, but I have to believe in the project. So, like, it's got to be. Oh, let me just make sure. I wish I had calipers. I think these are the same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it has to be, like, the project now has to make sense to me, basically. I can't just go in for the fun of going in. I have to actually think that the project is reasonable and there's a reason that it's going to be successful. So the only one that I've seen so far that I believe in is the Filecoin one for sure. I think that's like the future of Web3, but it's expensive as all balls to make one of those servers. Do I believe in BTC? No. I've never believed in BTC, unfortunately. Well, okay. Before Ethereum, I believed in it, but after the fact that, like, it's basically the hype. It's the hype coin, right? It's the first to be a crypto, and it doesn't have, like, if any development, and it goes against its views by trying to make itself better. So no, I don't really believe in Bitcoin. I think it's basically just there as, it was the forefront, it was the first one, and it's got some value, but I don't think it has real world, like, the fact that it can't change for the better or worse, and that we think that in 2008 it came out with the perfect coin. I don't know. I think that's like, I don't think you can just not develop, like, add things to it, but then at the same time, if you are developing on it, people will question your motives, question, like, the whole merge, right? I don't even know what to think about it. One, the fact that it's centralized now is a huge issue. So Ethereum is centralized, but it's running so many dApps that it's got so much application that it's got nowhere else to go but up, eventually, in terms of price and utilization and all that stuff. Did anyone else see that Solana it crumbled again this week? It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm going to put a thing over here just a sec. All right, let's see if we can cover this up a bit. It's way too bright. It's way too bright. Whew. It's a little bit better, but still needs more. All right, we're gonna try shoving this up here too. All right, that's about as good as we get for that. All right. That's it, we're done with this again. Holy crap. For sure. Christian, you are 100% correct. And that's kind of what I was saying with the idealism. If we have too many developers, then they're making so many changes and everyone's going to question it. And ideals for Bitcoin are there, which is excellent. But I think the lack of innovation is kind of what I was getting at, like building smart contracts or being able to use it for something other than what it is. Maybe that's not what it was designed for ever. So that's fine. Do I think that it's going to go to the moon? Yeah, I do. During the next halving. I guess it's kind of like the historically thing is like Bitcoin's going to go to the moon every 4 years and then it'll come crashing down. Not crashing down, but it'll go lower than what it was previously. Like when it hit $76,000, that's insane. That's insane. Like, did you guys hold BTC during any of that? I was all Ethereum. I was just holding Ethereum, and then I held too long, and here we are. Thinking that it's going to go to the moon all the time, and then all of a sudden, you got to take profits, man. You got to take profits at some point, because if you don't, then you're just sitting there waiting for the next 4 years. So yeah, that's another regret I have, is not taking profits when we were going to the moon. So that's like, yeah, you probably should have taken some profits on that. All right, this is number 2, boys and girls, Mrs. Chump Change. Yep, should have sold. Yep. I'm into the idea of BTC because it means of a strong value, but yes, it doesn't do much other than facilitate transactions. Yeah, between people, Monero. Yeah. So what's your? Yeah, that's exactly it. It does what it's supposed to do. Like I think it does what it was built for very well. So you can't complain about that. I don't think that its utilization is going to change though, right? Like I don't think it's all of a sudden going to do an update to handle more transactions or an update to do anything really. It's just, it is what it is and it's not going to change. So almost like a stable coin, like, yeah, it's almost like its own unified stable coin-ish thing because it's just, it does its own transactions. But they're not going to get any faster. They're not going to update the network to do anything different than what it's doing. So, I mean, who's they, right? Also, Bitcoin is literally, there's no foundation. I don't think there's got one left, guys. Got one screw left again. Did you find out which one it was? This is so ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a developing foundation for. What up? A developing foundation for the code on BTC like there is on Ethereum. Like there's a whole developing company for Ethereum. I don't know that there is one for Bitcoin. Otherwise, it could get centralized, right? Well, I guess it wouldn't be centralized because it's all over the world. But yeah, I don't know much about Bitcoin in terms of development. And we're done. Oh, you know what? I didn't end up with an extra screw on this one. All right. Done. Let's do this. All right, so here, I'm gonna actually move this a little bit. No, move this. There we go, that's a little bit better. It's not as bright. Okay. Done, that's 2. Boom, that's 2. Done 2, guys. Oh, baby. Here, you know what, it is a little bit bright here too. Uh-oh, what time is it? It's 12:34. Let me see if that makes things a little bit better. Or is it too dark? All right. 12:34. 12:34. So I guess the question is, should I be drinking beer or what for the next couple of cards? Actually, I'm going to do a quick vote. I've never done a poll, but we're going to do a quick poll. All right, so what I change next? Add options. So this one is going to go EVGA XC3 or all right, that's it. We're done. So hit the add option. That's it. Change or none. All right, here we go. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. All right, so I've got EVGAs. I've got Zotacs. And still I've got a whole bunch of other 3070s, but I've got 2 Zotacs, 2 EVGAs. I don't know which one's easiest to do. I would like to do the easiest one possible. Whatever is the easiest. This is a big hunking card though. Regardless, I guess they all have to get done. So that's where it is. Does anybody know the thermal pad size on either of these two? If they do, toss it in the chat so I can get those pads out. This one's 2. These are 2.0. I hate the cards that have multiple thicknesses. So like if this has multiple different pads, does this one have any on the back plate? Doesn't look like it. So I think I might do the EVGA. Oh, those are thick pads. I'm not even sure if yes, I have to. Okay, I have to. I have to do the, all right. I'll keep the poll going for a bit. All right, so yeah, I think I might be doing the EVGAs. The Zotacs are a pain in the ass as well because they have backplane pads. So you do the front pads and then you have to do the backplane pads as well. Let me just make sure that this Zotac has the same. Yeah, so in fact, you can even see here, I changed these pads from stock. I've already changed these, but yeah, I don't see any oil coming down, so that's good. These ones are stock. You can tell because they're black. They've got the black pads here at the back, and there is a ton of oil on this one. Yeah, so this one 100% needs to be changed. This one I did change, so, and I don't see any oil, so that's, oh, no, I do see oil. Okay, so they all have to be changed. All right, we're gonna do the EVGA. I'll leave the poll there just for the shits and giggles. Oh my gosh, no. This has, I remember these now. Oh God. Guys, I don't want to do the EVGA. There's like a billion screws. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And also on these EVGAs, they have, I guess that's a nut. So instead of just being able to screw into the PCB, just like real easy, you have to line up these little nuts, hold them tight, and then screw them in. So you know what? I know I put up a poll, but these are going to be the last ones I do. Because, yeah, this is the exact same design as the For the Win 3, actually. This is basically the same backplate as the For the Win 3. All right. Fuck that. We're not doing the EVGAs. We'll do the Zotacs. So we'll do this one here. Yeah, this is a lot easier. Ugh, I gotta turn back on the light because I can't see. All right. Yep. All right. I'll bite. All right. If anyone knows the thermal pad thicknesses for this, let me know in the chat, and we will get started on this. NFA. Alrighty. So this looks like there's only a couple of screws. That looks easy enough. All right. Let's go. All right, we'll see how easy this is. All right. So I'll move you up here. There we go. Nice. All right. So what else is going on? Is NFA a coin? I've never heard of it, if that is a coin. All right. So what should I mine with 3070s? I got an 8 3070 rig. Well, this will be an 8 by 3070 rig. It's going to be Maverick. And 1,000 watts is actually quite a bit, even on a 3070 rig. That's like still quite a bit of. What is the most efficient GPUs out there? I'm assuming it's the 3070s from what I last saw, but like A2000s, are those still better than? Are those still better than anything? All right, so how does this come off? No, that's locked in there. Uh-oh, how does this thing come off? I see 3 here, but those are like impossible to get to. Anyone know how to take this crap off? Oh, that is not good. Oh man, I'm gonna have to replace this fan. Oh, the Zotac fans, come on. Does anybody know where I have to go buy those? Oh crap. Crap. I don't want to have to buy another fan. Yep, that needs to be done, unfortunately. Oh man, these Zotacs are the worst. Oh my gosh, these things are the worst. But I can't even also, like, I can't take this off. There's a couple of screws here, but I can't get to them because of the shroud. Fucking. Ugh. I don't want to have to change this one. This one's totally dead. Yeah, Zotac fans are the worst. I had seen so many different YouTubers complain about these fans, and I was like, oh, I've never had any issues with them. And yeah, no, I'm having issues with them now. And I'm also having issues with taking this apart. Alrighty. So what do I do here? This is not cool. How do I even get to these? Alright, there's one. Let's see if I can get to this one. Alright, that one came out. These are not easy to do. Man, those dells were just like amazing. I wish all my cards were dells. Those are the best. Do you know where to get, like, where did you get the second ones? Where did you replacement ones? Just on, I'm assuming just on like eBay or... Oh man, this is I feel like I'm missing something here. Like this piece here needs to come off, but why is it still stuck? There's no more screws. What is going on here? Man, this one's already a pain. All right. Okay, yeah, I'll have to go to eBay and fuck this one. Oh, come on, I hate that. What am I missing here? Okay, so I see that. Is there like a tutorial you guys can link me on how to remove this? For some reason, oh, it was just really stuck. Okay, I was like removing all these screws and I was like, what is going on here? Okay, we got it. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe I should be drinking beer. Man, that sucks. So to replace the fan, I don't have to do anything else. I can just unscrew it from here, right? I don't have to like... It's not hard to replace the fan, I'm assuming. Okay, so this has a strip here, which looks to be like a 1.5 or a 2. These are thick, so this is definitely a... Oh man, these are goop. All right. All right. Does anyone have the thermal pad thickness for this? Otherwise, I have to look it up. This one looks like it's like a 1.5, I think, over here. And then this is looks pretty thick, actually. That might be a 3. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so many screws. Like, so unnecessary. Ugh. They even have backplate thermal pads, and yet they still suck. Wow, I'm never gonna get all these screws back in. All right. Whoa, those are some thick chungas. Yeah, these are definitely 3s for sure. Let's see. I think those are 3 millimeters. All right, let's take a quick gander and see if this lines up. Yep, Those are 3s, all right. So those are 3s on the back plate, which that's pretty easy to fix, and then we can screw this back in. Oh man, these are just milk. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is just like a milky goop. Let me see if I can zoom in over here. Oh, no. Anyways, take my word for it. It's a milky goop. Oh man. Oh, it feels like lock. Oh, all right. Oh, these have been through some serious times, boys. Some serious times. Whoa. Oh, this is so bad. I'm gonna need to get a, it's all stuck in between. I'm gonna need to get a toothbrush because this is just not gonna come off. These are melted into the chips. Oh. I wish I could show you. It's like, okay, how do I zoom? How do I like get this to focus? Sorry, this is a crappy webcam that I'm using, but you can't really see it too well on here. It's just, everything is just stuck in between all the chips here. Literally like that. Oh man, these have gone through hell. All right. Oh, I'm frozen. What happened here? Delete. Yes. Whoa. All right, video capture device. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys. All the fun stuff of streaming. All right. There we go. That's good. Oh man, that is just goop. Yeah, this is a mess. All right, I'm gonna go grab a toothbrush real quick, or just like an empty toothbrush real quick. All right. We are back. Oh man, I can't believe I've never seen a card in this state actually. Thanks. All right. So those are 3 millimeters. These are supposed to be, wow, the amount of grease that's come all the way down is crazy. So I think basically I'm just gonna literally like spray it with rubbing. And we're gonna just shuck it off to the side here. Oh, there we go, it's coming off. Oh, that's working great. Perfect. Perfect. That's not too bad. Whoa, that's a lot of crap though. Oh, so this is why people don't like changing their thermal pads, because this is like, if you have like hundreds of GPUs and you have to change them all, like there's a good solid reason why people don't like doing this. It is not therapeutic in the least. I mean, it does feel good once it's clean, but it's just so much work. All right, that was easy. That worked out great, actually. Nice. Sweet. All right. Nice and clean. The back plate is clean. So we're going to put on 3 millimeters at the back. There we go. That's it. But yeah, wow, these are just like, yeah, that's just done. All right. And now I have to buy, like you said, I have to buy, oh man, I have to buy new fans for this. What a pain. Another pain in the ass. Oh well, at least it's a bear market. I'm not losing money right now because these wouldn't be mining anyways. So, there we go. Alrighty. So, I think it was here. Oops. I'm hoping these were three millimeters. And there. It's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, 100 GPUs? After 3 or 4 years, holy crap, you've been in this game for a minute. Yeah, that's just like, the worst about doing this, and I found this with the EVGAs, is literally like if you miss or if it's misaligned or what have you, and you do all the pads and you put it back in and it just skyrockets to like 110 degrees right away. It's like the most disheartening thing ever. You're like, you did all this work and you made it worse because there's like one pad that is just not like up to scuff or what have you. That is the worst feeling ever. Okay, so these are not the best pads, but they're fine. So what do we do? Right. Okay, so the back pads are done. Okay, back pads are done. So these come, ooh, just yank it. Oh man. All right, here we go. We're gonna put this on here. Where are the holes? That's not the right way. That is the only way. What am I doing here? Poor investor bud. Let's do that interview already. Hey, how's your exam, by the way? Why is this not lining up for me? You almost done your exam yet? Your viewers want to know. How's that going? Why is this? Oh, there they are. There we go. All right, so that's the back plate. Those look like they're bowing out. Shit, I think those are 2.5s. They're not 3s. Yep, it's not 3s. These are supposed to be 2.5s. It's bowing out too much. That's a pain. Everything is a pain, guys, especially if you don't have calipers or you didn't look up the size of the pads that are supposed to be here. So now we need 2.5s here, not 3s. So I think these are 2.5s. That's 2. There we go. This is 2.5. Okay. Oh man. All right. whatever. It's almost worth buying those prefabbed thermal pads to do this type of thing, because like it's just a massive pain to do this by hand. All right. Oh man, some of these cuts are not amazing, but here we go. Okay, 2.5 should work on these. There to there. Sweet. 2.5 done. All right. So, yeah, my plan on this is to get this up and running within the next like week or so. Hell, if I get all these done within the next couple of days, I need 9 cards to be done. And if I get these all done within the next couple of days here, then I could be spec mining right away. Which, I mean, it's not a big deal because nothing's profitable. But all right, so that's done. And Jesus Christ, they're so sticky. All right, what size are these ones on the inside? Oh man, there's so many of them. So many of these. All right, guys, I might even have to start having a beer here soon. This is getting a little bit too much for me. Wow. Oh, the Zotacs are not fun. These are not fun. There we go. All right, let's put the I gotta make sure these stay on the back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take these out. Oh man, this is a pain in the ass too. All right. There we go. Now we can put the back plate on properly. Sorry guys, this is like a makeshift fixing stream here. My hands are all over these backplate pads, which is like embarrassing. All right, we are set here. All right, we're gonna get that a little later done. All right, so now for the main portion of this. These look to be, what size are those? I think they're actually, maybe all of these are the same. Oh my gosh, look at all the different pads. So they've got, for some reason, there's like a separate little pad here. There's a pad here, here, here. And then there's pads in here. There's pads in here. Holy crap. Yeah, so there is a lot of pads on this one, and I just don't fucking want to do them, but we have to. We have to. We've gone this far, guys. Oh, what a pain. All right, let's make sure that we know what pads these are. What pad size are these? The 3070 Zotac. All right. I'm assuming they're all the same. Oh, these are terrible pads. They're literally stuck to the VRMs. Like quite literally stuck to the VRMs. Wow. Okay. Where does this one go? This one goes like right here. Jeez Louise, look at all the different pads that they have on here. Okay. Yeah, if someone has the chance to look up the sizes of these, that would help out immensely. What is going on? Oh, look at this. Like, this is what it's come to. All right, I think we're gonna finish this one and then we're gonna end the stream because I don't know if I have the strength to do another one of these. Like, fucking Zotacs. Zotacs are just brutal. Oh man. Oh my. It's just, it literally is just crumbling. Just crumbling. All right. Let's do this. Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna have to look up what the pad sizes are, I think. Yeah. Crappy, man. All right. Yeah. Oh crap. All right. I'm gonna actually get out and see what pad sizes these are. Pad sizes, Zotac, 3070. All right. And these are just brutal. All right, what sizes are they saying here? Oh, I'm not going to be able to take these out without using tweezers. Wow, this is just gunk. Just fucking gunk. All right, what sizes are these? That's the 3080. Need help? Need help on the sizes, guys? All right.